It's like we just rolled around in a van, we tossed around some candy, and boom, wouldn't you know it, Mugiwara no Goofy is back on the channel, guys. First up, thank you, Goofy, for joining us, brother. I really appreciate it.
Of course, man. I love being here. Love being here, and I missed you.
Yeah, dude, I just had to bring him on because everybody knows we got like a fantastic chapter here in Elbaf. Really just defining stuff. We finally got Imu's design. Were you disappointed it wasn't like a goth baddie? Like, how'd you feel about this?
Yes. I'm glad you asked because yes, that was actually what I was very much like. That's actually the first thing I want to talk about. It's not a goth baddie, and you know everything else. Now everything that happens in Elbaf, I'm just kind of gonna be like, all right, whatever. I mean, that's cool, I guess, but. You know,
I saw somebody saying, "Oh well, if Imu was actually a baddie, you know what Toei would have done to their silhouette." It's like, you know what? That's kind of fair too.
That's true. That is true. I definitely should have seen this coming. But no, like his design does look sick, dude. Like I'm so curious, like what it means, like for him, like if he's like a giant himself, or if he's like an actual devil or something like that. Like what he is. Like I'm so curious.
Yeah, he should be massive, right? Because he's standing atop like an Elbaf tower, and I forgot how big that tower is. Because I saw that, I was like, oh yeah, it's just a regular dude. And then somebody's like, no, look at this. He's bigger than the Elbaf window, and the Elbaf window is like bigger than the stairs. It's like, oh wait, shoot, you're right. Like, yeah, he's actually huge.
Yeah, he looks massive. And his reveal is kind of crazy. Like with the man, it's so insane. I want to know what those marks are on his face, which it's like, could that be like the Shandor, like the Skypiea marks? Maybe not.
It feels like
I don't
flavor
know.
text. I mean, you know, Albert, for example, King, he just has like random tattoos. Dragon has like a shoe print on his face. Like some of these characters just have tattoos to have tattoos, man.
That's true. I want Skypiea to be relevant again. That's truly what I want.
I mean, he feels like an L, just the way he's posed up and like the whole staff thing he has going on.
Yes, I can't wait till we get like actual panels of him and like so we can like see his drip and like he looks sick, dude. Like he actually does look sick.
Yeah, it's hard to tell what the hell's going on because when you look at that middle panel where like he's posed up, you can zoom into it and brother, you cannot tell left from right. Like it is just a blob.
I tried to, and I zoomed in. I was like, "Is this his face? Like, what am I looking at right here? Like, even like from afar, it just looks like he doesn't like." Look, what is that? I cannot tell.
Yeah, he's like, it looks like he's face palming, sort of. I don't know. Yeah,
but
it's funny.
He don't got no chin, but he's okay. But he looks sick, man. He looks so sick.
Yeah, and he came in with the music too. You know, he's here to counter the drums of liberation. I'm excited for the music, man. Like, I hope it's not another drum beat. I don't think it is.
Dude, it better be like him like wailing on a guitar. Like I'm talking like it needs to look like we're watching Tenacious D in the Pick of Destiny. Like he needs to come out like on the like literally I want him playing a guitar actually. Like that's what he needs to do.
He's gonna show Brooke who's the real Soul King at that point.
It might as well. We're getting some like I'm so curious about what's going on with Brooke, man. Like what is going on in his relation to not necessarily Imu at all, I don't think, but Gunko. Like what is going on, man?
Yeah, we're gonna get that backstory soon. I feel like that's why Oda knocked him and Usopp out. I feel like they're both gonna be pivotal characters in this fight. And it's like, okay, the two characters that I think people are really looking forward to are just conveniently out right now. Okay, sure. I see what he's doing. And two more characters that might be out. I didn't realize this until like well after the chapter came out. But did you notice that Luffy and Loki are outside of Imu's domain flame expansion thing? Like they went all the way to the library. If that flame barrier magic circle works as an actual like, you know, line in the sand where you can't enter it or you can't escape it even, then there is a chance that Luffy and Loki might not be able to join the battle right away.
I didn't think about that. Whoa, my God. What are they going to do? Oh, my God. That's going to be terrifying. I wonder who would even try to like do something in this situation. Because the hockey that came out was crazy. Like it was knocking people out left and right. I was kind of proud that Chopper didn't get knocked out, to be honest. I remember looking at that panel like, you know what? Good for you, Chopper. Good for you.
Yeah, Chopper somehow made it. I mean, I would honestly want more Giants to get knocked out. The only people
Me
that were
too,
knocked out
yeah.
were really just the kids, right? Just like Colin and the
Yeah.
kid behind him.
Yeah, so actually it just looks sick. Maybe it wasn't that sick at all, actually. Maybe maybe it was just like a beginner level Conquerors hockey, like what Luffy did in Marineford. Maybe that's what just happened, actually.
Yeah, and keep in mind, this is a weakened Emu that did it too. They came with so much sauce, like multiple panels of Conquerors hockey, and then we cut over to him, and he's like on the ground, like, oh god, oh
Yeah.
it's like
yeah.
okay, yeah, it's nerfed Emu.
That is crazy. Like he's coming into this nerf, so that means he's got to go crazy. He literally he has to. Like that would be, especially after that abysmal display of power by the Holy Knights on Elbaf.
Whoa,
God.
abysmal! You're talking about my boys there, man.
Listen, man, I know those are your boys, and I'm sorry. They sorry. I don't know. They shouldn't have come here. They don't really know how to fight. I'm sorry.
Don't worry, they're gonna get powered up. They're gonna get like Emu buff. I feel it in my bones. You know, this music, it's gonna be what gives them a power up. They're gonna start doing their own Nika dance. They're gonna start breakdancing instead, actually.
They're gonna do something that stupid, but okay. You know, I definitely see that happening, but like, I don't know. It is just kind of crazy. The second everybody started fighting, the second they went up against the actual fighters in the crew, like that was it. We got like basically 2 panels of fighting, and they were taken care of.
Which is why I think we're gonna get around to. I feel like Oda wrapped up their fights so fast and off screen because he doesn't want their fights to feel redundant. That's my cope. Could be completely wrong when it comes to that. But he's like, yeah,
That's
you know,
smart.
like if we fight Killingham twice and you see it twice, you're not going to want it. So let's skip the Killingham fight here, and then you'll see the full breadth of his attacks and abilities later. And then same for Saint Somers. It's like, okay, just ignore this. Just move on. And then boom, round 2, now you see everything.
I like that. I like that a whole lot, actually. I think that's probably exactly what's going to happen. Because I just thought something's about to happen for sure. Like, we're about to get the script flipped, like, in a crazy way. I knew that as far as when, like, I saw that it looked like somebody saved the books in the library. I was like, if the books are safe, I'm terrified what that means. Like, because that means, like there's, like, very little consequences so far. Like something crazy is about to happen. Like we're about to, like something awful might happen soon.
Yeah. Do you think the tree is going to survive?
I think I can't say that it should. I don't think it should, honestly. Like if they, like, you know, it just seems like it would be right for it to, like, you know, be destroyed, for the library to be gone, for like so many things to be destroyed, and for this to propel us into doing something, I think.
Yeah. They could cut down the tree. They could set it ablaze. I mean, honestly, I feel like Emu spawning in caused a giant forest fire. Like they worked so hard to put the fires out, and it's just right back to square one.
Yeah, he's doing something else crazy, or he's about to do something else crazy too. Like he just looks so sick, man.
Yeah.
Like I need him to, like, really. I probably too much to ask, but like. Maybe not. Maybe not. How much of a character do you think we're gonna get from Emu? That's what I was about to say. Like I was about to say, like I want to see like him be like a really great character. But how well do you think like that we should expect that? Because we still have Blackbeard. That's the other thing. So like, which is the other thing that I thought about. Like seeing this guy right here made me sure that Blackbeard was gonna be like the final guy that we have to beat. Like that's what I think.
Yeah.
Like from this panel. So I don't know how strong his character is actually going to be, or if he's just going to be like generic, like I want to be the king of the entire world, or, you know, everybody else is going to be like what I'm going to get. But I want him to be like an actual deep character.
I think he's going to be a very deep character. But at the same time, like when it comes to the Blackbeard versus Emu matchup, I've kind of always been of the mindset that Emu is the final ultimate villain, but Blackbeard is the person we fight afterwards. Like, I guess the best comparison I've been using over and over is like the whole Madara, Kaguya, Sasuke situation. When you ask somebody who's the final villain of Naruto, they're typically going to say it's either Kaguya or Madara. But in reality, like the final villain was kind of Sasuke. Like he was who we fought afterwards. I feel like the same thing's going to happen here. Like Emu is going to act as our Madara, Kaguya character. And then after we beat Emu, I think we're going to fight Blackbeard. And the reason I say that is because of the Will of D. I feel like because of the Will of D and how pivotal that is in the story, in a weird way, you know, maybe they don't work hand in hand, but I can see Blackbeard and Luffy both beating Emu together. Whether it's begrudgingly or just, you know, happenstance, I see them, both completing that Will of D, and then after that, that's when we have the fight for the One Piece. That's always been kind of just my headcanon. But I still consider Imu like the big bad villain.
Oh, for sure. It's just Blackbeard's gonna hoe him, and like I think we either steal his power or something, take something from him, and like that's what I think. That's 100% what I think is gonna happen.
Yeah, and this brings me to another character who's not an Elbaf, since we're talking about Blackbeard. What are your favorite boys? Could he make a comeback here in Elbaf? Eustace Captain Kidd. Now that we see that the God Knights have steel hearts, that kind of makes Eustace Captain Kidd a little bit more relevant in a weird way. And he was last seen off the coast of Elbaf. Like, it would be crazy if he just was on a different island. And of course, it's One Piece. He's not dead. Like, he could realistically be here. He could show up.
I love that because that's just such a beautiful theory. And you know what? If he does come back into the story and he's like becomes relevant again because he can like take their hearts from them, that would be crazy. That would be hilarious, actually. Like, because what has he been doing since then? Like, if he's just off on an island, like he's got to be pissed. He's got to be so pissed. Like, does he still want to be Pirate King or even like compete? Like, it would be great to see him again. It really would.
Yeah, I mean, your guy, dude, Eustace Captain Kidd, he doesn't have the poneglyphs anymore. It looks like Shanks took him at the very end. And if that's the case, maybe he gives up the race for the One Piece, and he could be the one who leads us or gives hints about the man marked by flames. Because he was making fun of Luffy earlier, like, oh, like, we have a lead up on them because we know about the man marked by flames. It's like, okay, like, since he's out of the race now, maybe he tells Luffy all about it by the end of Elbaf. And same goes for Law. Law's another guy who got kicked out of the running because of the whole Blackbeard fight. He doesn't have a ship anymore. His crew's kind of tattered. Maybe he shows up here to Elbaf too, and we could get like a Law and Kid comeback. I know, like, we just saw them like a couple of years ago, but I don't think anybody would really complain if they came into Elbaf.
Yeah, straight up, I miss them already. That and that would be just so cool and funny again if they came back like to Elbaf. Like, so it's like we're doing like a Wano all over again, but like way faster. Like, it was like Imu's already here. Like, whatever he's about to do, we'll probably fight him like maybe once, maybe twice. I just feel like this is going to be like Imu's going to do something horrible and then he's going to bounce because, like, you can't like go all out right now, maybe. But I don't know if Law and Kid show up too, that would be crazy to see. Like, honestly, that would be like a second Marineford or something.
Yeah. Do you think we're going to stand any chance against Imu, or do you think he's just going to steamroll us?
I think he has to steamroll us. Like, if I just feel like that's what has to happen, especially because Luffy's like zapped. He's like completely like zapped. He still hasn't like recovered fully yet. And Loki's down there. I do think that Loki, like whoever he fights first, I think the main person he's gonna like fight is like Loki, or he's gonna like defeat, quote unquote, should be Loki. Because like Loki's kind of like described, like I really want to see how strong Loki really is. And I also think Imu maybe is going to be a little bit stronger than that.
Yeah, I mean, the problem with Imu is that they've been around the block, right? He's probably fought the original Nidhogg, the original Nika, or Joy Boy even. And yeah, like I feel like with that comes all this battle experience. He fought like the peak version of Luffy, the peak version of Loki. I don't think he's going to struggle here at all.
Yeah, exactly. That's I just feel like that's how it has to go. Like if he ended up even like getting like put through the ringer like the Holy Knights were, like if he ended up getting his ass whooped like the Holy Knights, I just wouldn't. That would be crazy. That would be literally, because why did he leave? Like he showed up in his real body just to get his ass whooped? Like, no, I don't think that's what's about to happen.
Yeah, it's funny too, because some people looked at the Gorosei segment. They're like, oh, the Gorosei, they don't want Imu to go because they know he's going to lose. It's like, no, what?
No,
no, that's
I don't
insane.
Think, no.
I think they were just like worried about his health,
Yeah, I don't know what's like going on with them. We need to learn more about the Gorosei, like who they are to this guy. And like, oh my God, I'm just like, this is just so cool. Cause he's like you said, like he's been around for like that long. Like why and how, and then what does that mean for the Gorosei? Like who are they? When did he recruit these old men? Like were they around during the Void Century too? Like I'm so curious, man.
I like to see that they're kind of friendly though. I thought Imu was just gonna like not care about these guys at all. But when he said Warkuri, you know, forget about all those like other desires. Like this is all inevitable. It kind of felt like he was talking to a friend. It's like, oh wow, okay.
A little bit. He definitely didn't give off like, yeah, it definitely didn't give off like Frieza vibes or anything like that. It definitely seems like he on some level like, which I mean he would have to, right? Like, you know, unless all the celestial dragons are just like actually that horrible, like where they like just shit talk each other, because like, even the Holy Knights, they seem kind of cool with each other.
Yeah, it's like a big family. It's like the Straw Hats, you know. It's like Luffy and the gang right here, almost.
Almost, yeah.
Which that's why I definitely like. You know, come next chapter, we could get personality from Imu depending on how he interacts with Sommers and Killingham. Like his boys are literally hanging from trees, being played around with. Like I would like to imagine Imu would go straight to them, and you know, I think he would buff them up. Mainly because they are also his weakness. Like, if you kill Killingham or Sommers, he takes damage. So he kind of has to protect them.
That's very true. Very, very true. In fact, the only thing... Why did he kill... what's his face again? The
Saturn.
Fucking Saturn. Yeah, why did he... Because of how he handled... Was it just overall because of how he handled Egghead? Or was it, like, specifically... for something, because he did a lot of stupid shit. Like, wasn't he the reason? Like, he was the reason the robot was still there. He was the reason that, like, did Imu find out about shit like that?
I think so. Yeah. I think Imu knows, like, okay, I gave this guy one too many chances. Like, he effed up so hard on Egghead. I just got to get rid of him. And plus, it looks like Garling was ready for the promotion too, right? Like, literally, Saturn got cooked. Garling got the phone call. He walked in the office. It's done.
That's got to be crazy that he was waiting around. What has he been doing for this entire story? That he was waiting around to become one of the Gorosei. Like and he seems like for some reason the one who's like most, or maybe this is just what I'm interpreting, but like it seems like he's like kind of like the most writing for Imu. I don't know, like he, like whenever Imu showed up and he was like, hey, I'm going down, all the other Gorosei were like, you can't, Great One, don't do that. But like Garling was like, no, this is happening, you need to like focus, like let's, like he seemed like he was locked in with Imu, and I wonder if he's like sucking up or if he's like really on the same page as Imu type shit. Like
I think he's on the same page. I saw some people saying that like he doesn't care what happens to Imu. I don't think that's it. I think he just has a lot of faith in him. I think it's more so just like, yeah, he knows Imu's going to cook people. And if he wants to do it, he can do it. It's like that stupid meme, right? Like, Chad does what Chad wants. Like, that's essentially it. It's like, well, what are you going to do? This is Imu, man.
It's some Luffy and Zoro type shit. Like, literally, like, if one of them were going to do that, that's exactly how they would react. Like, all right, this is happening. We need to make the best of this.
Yeah, you can't stop Luffy. Like, Luffy's just going to do whatever he wants to do, man. Like, just let it happen. It's a canon event. And it's so funny, brother. Just seeing this all go down. Which also brings me to the next question, but who do you think attacked the Holy Land? Do you think it was just as simple as like Blackbeard or Dragon, or like do you have any crazy theories about that?
I think just in my head, I was thinking it has to be Dragon. Like in my head, this is what I think what I want him to do. Maybe this is Cope before I say that. This could be Cope, but what I think has been happening is, and what I really want to have been happening is like this whole time that we've been at Elbaf and Egghead and maybe even a little bit at Wano, the whole time the Holy Land has just been under direct attack by the Revolutionary Army. Like this crazy war that we have not seen has been unfolding already with like Sabo on the front lines, Dragon on the front lines, most importantly. And when we like go back over to that side, Oda's going to put us like in the middle of it, or like after the beginning or something like that, and we'll just have to like catch up that way. That's what I really want to happen.
Yeah, I hope so, man. I mean, the only problem is that like we last saw the Revs and they were still at home, dude. Like, you know, Dragon was at Kamabaka Queendom. You know, they were listening into the Vegapunk message. They were hanging out. Yeah. Kuma flew off and he was like, where are you going, Kuma? It's like, okay, this is, man, it is insane. I know it's a joke. It's a meme, but really, we got the Imu reveal before Dragon reveal. Like, the pedestal that Oda is either intentionally or unintentionally putting on Dragon's reveal, it's kind of insane. Especially when, you know, it's either going to be, like, the Rain God Fruit, which is, like, the thing everybody wants, or it's just going to be a Wind Logia. And if it's just a Wind Logia, it's not even going to be, like, super impressive. Yeah, it'll be, like, a shock factor. Like, oh, my God, guys, look at this. It's the Wind Logia. But it's like, okay, we all knew this for, like, the past 1,000 chapters. I mean, we saw him with wind abilities every single time.
Yeah, and the live action pretty much all but like confirmed. Like this is 100% like so.
Yeah, And then
Oh my
I think
god.
there was like a additional scene where like when Dragon talks, he also loves mentioning the wind. Like when Kuma showed up, he was like, "Hey, like I hope the winds of fate bring us
Yeah.
together one day." It's like, all right, dude. It feels like a gimmick thing. Like Demon Slayer, like, oh, here's the love Hashira, always talking about love. Like that's
Yeah.
their stick. It's just
Dude,
wind and dragon, man.
dude, and that is crazy to think about it. The pedestal that Oda has placed him on means that, like, yeah, I'll show you the big bad of the whole series. Yeah, I'll give you information about that guy before I even think about giving you more dragon. Like, that's actually crazy.
Yeah. Do
Oh
you
my
think
god.
I mean, do you think Dragon is strong?
Yeah,
He's got to be,
absolutely.
right?
He's got to be. He's got to
Okay.
be. It would be
It's got to
truly
be.
subversive if he wasn't, and I would be almost like imagine if Dragon was like Usopp. Like, can you? But like an Usopp that wasn't like he locked in, like every single time
Yeah.
he's running out there, putting his life on the line, kind of like a Batman in this universe. He's breaking bones, losing like all the sleep in the world to do this, but he is literally just a regular guy. That would be crazy subversion. But like, yeah, I think he's got to be strong. I
He's
think
got to be strong. He's got to be like top
Yeah.
five. I have him in the top five, but I think it would be interesting if he wasn't all that powerful. Like, yeah, let's say he's
Mhm.
relatively strong, but he's like YC level. And the real
Yeah.
power, it's like a whole like symbolism thematic thing. The real power is in the people and the allies he
Yeah.
accumulated along the way.
Yeah,
Dragon isn't just
yeah.
one guy. He's the entire revolutionary army. It's like, okay, like that. We could get that.
Yeah, and we could get that, and honestly, like, as long as they do that right, then I'm gonna be okay with that. And also, like, that's just like a dope thing to think about. But also, yeah, I just can't pull away from it. Like, he's got to be strong, especially because I think he's like, I don't think we have any information to hint towards this, but I feel like he's got to be like, he had to have like known Akainu, right? Like, they had to have been in the
Yeah.
same, like, which means I think it's not unreasonable to think, like, I don't know about a fight in the future, but in the past, we should for sure see them getting down in like a flashback or something.
Yeah, I feel like the Akainu Dragon matchup is going to be in the cards for the future. If Akainu ever guns for Luffy, a Dragon might step in. Maybe Akainu guns for Sabo, like the whole Ace and, Akainu rematch with Sabo instead. Dragon could step in. I feel like, in a weird way, I feel like Dragon might be the one guy to get Akainu to change his tune about, like, justice.
Yeah, you think so? Why?
I mean, I feel like they're polar opposites, right? I mean, we don't know what kind of history they have, but Dragon and Akainu, they definitely have something back there because Akainu really hated Luffy because he's simply Dragon's son.
Oh,
And,
you mean
you
because
know-
okay, I see what you're saying. Just due to like legitimately how they seem to how it looks like they have to react with each other. Like they probably were like
Yeah.
best friends type beat back.
Yeah,
back in the
maybe.
day.
And then we have the whole thing where like what Akainu is absolute justice by any means necessary. Whereas Dragon's like, yeah, there's no justice there at all. I feel like Dragon, being in the age bracket of Kuzan, Akainu, Fujitora, and Greenbull, he might be the one guy that the Navy kind of needs to lead them into like a good future. Because I mean, even Dragon said, yo, like it's kind of weird fighting the Marines because they're not really our enemies. Like we just don't like the Celestial Dragons. So I feel like if somebody has to
Yeah.
course correct him, it could be Dragon.
That would be sick. That would be really, really sick. I guess it depends on how dangerous of a revolutionary he is, because that's the other thing. Like, we know that he's ultimately gonna be a good person, but it would be interesting to see there be like twinges of something else, like something darker, maybe kind of like how Garp is like this person, but also there's some flaws with his character that make him still like be a part of the Marines and be complicit in things like Ace dying and shit like that. Just like, so like there's those things going on with Garp. So I'd be curious if there wasn't something even crazier going on with Dragon. Like, it would be interesting to look back, catch a flashback. Because remember, in the flashback of God Valley, he shot that guy. And like, it's nothing like that crazy, but just like put yourself in his shoes. Like,
Well,
all that
okay, it's
shit's
a
going on.
tranquilizer at least. He didn't kill him, at least firsthand.
Fair enough. I thought, and I think when I read that side, I think I just immediately imagined like, yeah, that guy's dead. Shot that guy right in the face, and I've just never questioned it since. But still, like that, like in in that situation, like things were like progress, like his mental state was like progressively getting more and more like, I need to do this, I need to do that. Like he was slowly coming around. And then it culminates in that scene in the jail where he's like, I despise you, which I think about that like so much. Like so many people on the internet give Garp shit. And then for Dragon to give Garp shit, like his mental state, like at that moment, it would be so interesting if we took that character and went in like a darker like route than Luffy, because he's already different than Luffy. He doesn't smile, he doesn't look like he doesn't have fun at all they do is listen to Lady Gaga and hang out on the shore, like looking out at the waves. Like they just hang out with each other instead of like actually like doing anything else, or at least we don't see them do anything else. But they don't, like, he doesn't look happy like at all. He does not look happy at all. He doesn't look like he smiles or gets down or dances or does anything. So it would be really cool to see like if he's like, you know, a little crazy.
A little crazy would be kind of fun. I mean, and, you know, we don't know who he got with to make Luffy. There's a lot of theories that it's going to be Tritoma, the former Amazon Empress before Boa. Yeah. I don't mind that. I feel like there's not a lot of hints towards it right now, but I don't hate it off rip, you know. I think it could be a decent theory come the long term. But, yeah, like, if she died due to, like, something that the World Government did or the Navy did, I could see him being, like, a little bit crazy, you know, valid crash out. Do you think we'll ever get like a family reunion? Like Luffy, Garp, and Dragon in the same room? Or do you think that's just never going to happen because they're just so far apart and, you know, they're all a part of a different faction? And because they're the leaders too, you know, getting Garp a VA to come down, Dragon, you know, the freaking revolutionary leader, and then Luffy, it's like, yeah, that's, I don't know how the hell that's going to happen. Like, you can't send an invite for that, right?
No, you can't. And I really want that to happen, but it just feels like the second that happens, we would then be like watching a different story. You know what I'm saying? Like something like in order for those three, because Dragon doesn't even like want to be around Luffy. Like I assume for the same reason he gave Kuma, like he doesn't want to like, yeah, he is like Luffy's his weakness, and like getting near him is not only going to put him in danger, but also like, you know, if something happens to Luffy, then, you know, that's his weakness right there. So for him to be around Luffy, and then Garp, who the last panel we saw was him saying, I hate you. Like, for a Dragon to be in a room with those two people, something crazy's got to be going on.
Wait, you don't think they ever reconciled afterwards? I mean, it's been so many years. No. That was 38 years ago. Like, surely Dragon and Garp, like, met each other or...
I think, I do think that. I don't think they've reconciled yet, but I do think they've interacted with each other, like, since then.
I don't know. I feel like Dragon... He definitely hated Garp back after God Valley, but since time has passed, like, I'd like to imagine he kind of understands maybe where Garp is coming from, why he's doing what he's doing. I mean, especially with what, you know, he said recently, right? He said, oh, like, the Marines aren't even our real enemies. It's like he came to that understanding afterwards. It's like, yeah, like, maybe he now knows that, you know, people like Garp are necessary. I mean, even Vegapunk was kind of saying the same thing, right? Like, yeah, like, you know, we're working with the Celestial Dragons and the Navy, but hear me out, there are some good people out there. Like, they're not all evil. So maybe Dragon, you know, eventually came to that realization, like, yeah, we still need the Marines by the end of the story. Just, you know, not the bad ones.
For sure. I guess that could totally, I just feel like, you know, we got to see that, right? Like, if that did happen, like, already, because it definitely sounds possible, but, like, I would for sure want to see it. So if maybe there's like a really cool flashback we could see, I guess that'd be cool to like get us caught up. But like off rip, I like the idea that like, no, he just like stayed mad. And but to be honest, like, you know, he's a leader now. Like, he's the leader of the revolution. Like, maybe he does see like, you know what? Maybe, you know, great, you know,
tough,
Dad,
man.
Shit's tough. I can see that. So I do think that's possible too.
And to be fair, it's not like Garp has any love for the Celestials, especially even during God Valley. He showed up, he said, what the hell is this?
That's what makes me so like, dude, like he pulled up to the like a Hunger Games and then he clocked into work the next day, dude. Like that's like I need to know more about Garp. There's gotta be a
conversation.
Dude.
Something had to have happened because like Imu, dude, he attacked Imu. Like surely Imu was like, okay, like who's that guy? Monkey D Garp. And then surely, you know, Garp was like, hey, Sengoku, there's like this black thing, monster abomination that just tanked all of our blows. Like, there must have been something after that also led Garp to staying. I mean, of course, we know the reason, but like, there's got to be like another thing there. There's a flashback we're missing.
That's what I'm saying. Cause like exactly what you said, like he punched Imu. So like, was there a conversation after this? If it was Imu ever like, dude, don't do that shit again. Like for real? Or
Yeah.
like, why is Garp still in the Marines if that happened? Like everybody was dying just because they saw Imu. And Garp's like, yeah, I think you're right. There's gotta be some type of like, we're missing something here.
Yeah, maybe it's like, hey, Garp, we know where you're from. We'll destroy Goa Kingdom if you retaliate, or if you tell anybody. There's got to be like some like nuclear switch that they have on Garp. And he's like, yeah, you know what, fine. I'll just like raise dissonance in the Marines in the later generations with Kobe then. Like, there's got to be something there.
It probably isn't even like, it's probably exactly as simple as what you just said. Maybe he was literally like, because of that, they were maybe going to like kill Luffy. And maybe they're going to say that that's the reason that Garp threw Luffy in the woods with bandits and was like, I need you to raise this kid or else, you know, he's in danger because I punched God back in the day. Like maybe that's what they're going to say, but I don't know. Loki just don't look like he want to be a parent, to be honest.
I mean, they also had Dragon in a cell, so it could have been like, hey, if you tell anybody, we're going to kill Dragon right now. And that's why Garp was also like, hey, here's the keys. Get the hell out of here, son.
Mm-hmm.
I need you to flee.
What I want to like. Why is he still in? And why didn't they like kick him out or like put him in Impel Down? Like what? Like there's got to be something else.
There's going to be more. I mean, but also to help Garp too, he is like the strongest Marine. Like literally back in the day, he was that guy. You can't just get rid of him. And plus, like, they put him on that pedestal to where he's the hero, right? He has all that false valor from God Valley. So it's like, you know, he's also like their newspaper boy in a way.
God, he was so strong. Even God was like, you know what, you got it. Just
you're the hero, man.
Again. You got it, dog. But I do think you're right. Like I do think that was part of the whole thing because of like everything that happened, it was like a shit show. They needed like a quote unquote hero of the Marines to like tell this story so they could push out their propaganda. So it ultimately works. But I still think, because if there wasn't a conversation, he really did check God. Like he punched Imu in the face and then he just got away with it.
The funniest thing is that I don't even know if Imu like realized that happened. You know, because I feel like Imu, until like, you know, we see the real body of this chapter, it feels like they're always like semi-checked out or like always lost in thought, always thinking about Lily. So there is a reality where they all attacked him and he just didn't even know. I mean, he spawned in and then like 2 seconds later, like 5 attacks come flying his way. So it's like, yeah, maybe, you know, he's still waking up. He had sleep in his eye.
He be in his head a lot. That is true. He be thinking about it. Also be thinking about Joy Boy and shit. I don't know what Joy Boy did to him back in the day, but boy, when he felt that hockey, he was like, I'm killing one of these old motherfuckers. I'm so angry that this happened, actually.
It's so funny, dude. I mean, the relationship between Imu, Davy Jones, and Joy Boy, in a weird way, in a more extreme manner, a deadly manner even, it reminds me of like Law, Kid, and Luffy. It's just like a trio. They're all kind of competitive with each other, but they also, at least for our generation, right, they like each other. So I wonder if they're like friends back in the day, then it all turned sour. Which, you know, again, I would really love it if Kid came back in here, because I feel like Kid, I mean, maybe I'm putting too much onus on your favorite character, but he feels like a hidden D-Clan member. Does he not?
Sure, he does for sure, but then again, like so many people do too, especially in the worst generation. When Oda introduced the worst generation, like I don't know if he meant for everybody to be as important. Because what's the one that we haven't seen? The monk, what's his name?
Arouge,
right? We haven't, like, he's got to come back in the story at some point, or maybe he's like written off. But Kid, like there always feels like there should be more. Because there was even like part of his like backstory that Oda wrote about in the SBS of like him and didn't he grow up with Killer and there was another friend, right?
Him and Killer had a crush on a girl and I think the girl died, so he named his ship after her.
Right, like Oda's crazy, so that could have just been for that like week. Like he could have just thought that up and like this will never come up again. But like I want there to be more. Like, and also why was he going after Shanks so bad? Was it just because Shanks was the strongest? Like, or like why?
Never forget. I don't know if you remember this information, but post time skip, we were supposed to spend all the time we spent with Law with Kid instead. But because Law was more popular, Oda switched it up. And that's why the whole meme of like, you know, Law stole Kid's backstory, like that's why that sprung up. And Law was revealed as a hidden D. So there was like a reality where maybe Kid was going to be revealed as a hidden D. But because he doesn't have any, you know, fan base love, you know, Law got all that instead, which is so hilarious, man.
he wasn't hot enough. He didn't make the top of the boards. He didn't
No.
it sucked, you know. I really hope there's I feel like there's got to be more, but that's what every character in the story feels like low-key sometimes. Like there's more of Caribou. I didn't want more of him, but like there's more to Caribou that we're going to learn about.
There's always more. That's why I have hope for Kid and Law to come to Elbaf, man. I mean, plus they both lost their ships. You know, the log post has not reset yet. If they're using the log post to get to the next island, Elbaf is that island. Especially for Law, because, you know, he was away. But Kid, he's off the coast. Like, there is a weird possibility that they show up here. They help us against Imu. Maybe not successfully. I don't think they're going to win against Imu by any means.
They shouldn't, yeah.
Yeah, they shouldn't win. They shouldn't look good. And then Kid, like, I feel like the video game meta has really shifted towards Kid's favor with the Steel Hearts and with Conqueror's Haki being the key to beating regen. Kid has it. Kid has Conqueror's Haki. Despite us never seeing it, he has ambitions of a king. So maybe he unlocks it here and he just becomes like, I don't know, like a cracked out menace. And then he could, you know, tell us about the man marked by flames if he gives up the One Piece. Law could do the same because Law knows something about the man marked by flames as well. So both of them coming here, both, you know, now being out of the race, they could propel Luffy to the next stage by giving him all the info. And then that's how we find him, you know, after this arc. And I think that would be pretty cool. It reminds me of that opening we got back in Wano where Gear 5th was revealed. And there's like a little sequence where Law and Kid like throw Luffy into the sky. It's like, well, if they both give up and they put all their dreams and hopes on Luffy, like that could be dope. And that'd be nice.
Because that would be really dope. But do you think, like, do you see both of them like humbling themselves like that?
I think their prerogative changes. I mean, now that Shanks, you know, Kid already didn't like Shanks.
Right.
Now Shanks destroyed the ship, which again is the namesake of like his old dead girlfriend. That happened. And then plus, he doesn't have the poneglyphs anymore. He's officially like out of the running. He can't start from scratch again. Hell, we don't even know if he had a poneglyph reader. The whole thing about Killer having a third eye is still just a theory. So I think Kid, I wouldn't say he humbled himself. I think he switches his focus from the One Piece to just killing Shanks. I feel like he goes 100% in, you know, forget the One Piece, forget the poneglyphs. I got to get revenge. And then for Law, the One Piece, he's never really mentioned getting it up until like the end of Wano. His goal was always Doflamingo.
Yeah. He was gonna die in Dressrosa. Like that was pretty much. He was suicidal the whole time. He wanted that for sure. So it makes sense for Law. Like Law has low key been a straw hat this whole time. Like he didn't want that, but like he's been on our side. So I could totally see him doing that. And with Kid, I could actually see Kid doing it too. Exactly how you described it though, because of the way you framed that, I actually could see that a lot more. Because if he doesn't care, I could totally see him just like, you know, fuck being the Pirate King. I don't care about that anymore. So you can just have this. I don't care about that anymore. Like I could totally see that.
I just want to kill Akagami. And you know, for Law, I feel like Oda kind of planted a seed where like his story could shift, his ambitions could shift. Because by the end of Dressrosa, he did turn to Sengoku and he said, hey, about this like Willa D thing, like what's up with that? I mean, I feel like Law is more about like knowledge than he is like the One Piece per se.
He's like a Nico Robin. He's looking for like the history, the why of it all. Yeah. A lot of people do. I get it for sure.
So yeah, like Law turns his focus on history. Kid turns his focus solely on Shanks. Boom. Hey, Luffy, here's the man marked by flames. He should be over here. Here's like a rumor about him. Do you have a theory for who the man marked by flames is? And why is it your favorite character, Barbell, from the Rock's flashback?
Oh, my God.
Why is it that guy?
Nah, it would be cool. And this is just what I hope. Just because it would be funny to me personally. But if it was Greenbull, I would get to laugh at him even more. I don't know why. He's funny to me, bro. He's so funny to me. He got checked by Momonosuke and like Yamato. Like he funny.
Hey,
to
he
me.
might have won. He might have won. We didn't see the end of the battle.
He probably was going to win, but it's just like at what cost? I just feel like
diff.
Yeah, literally. Like, at what cost? Like, if that was Kizaru, come on, man. Aokiji, I'm not Greenbull, Fujitora, for God's sake. Come on, man. That wasn't like, he just like, and then as soon as Shanks pulled up, he's just like, yeah, I don't need to be here. Like, even if, like, because I've seen people talk about, like, you put any other admiral in that situation, they're doing the same thing. I was like, yeah, but they're not looking like such a pussy about it. If I'm being honest, like, Kizaru would be like, oh, maybe I want to clock out. It's fine. Aokiji would be like, yeah, I should probably leave. Akainu might actually just try to fight Shanks, honestly, but or he'll be like, I gotta go sign papers, like I gotta get back to my desk. I don't have time for this right now. But Greenbull literally peed himself and then he ran. Like, how am I supposed to interpret that?
It's because of the screaming. I feel like if he never screamed, it looks so much better. It's the arms throwing up, saying "ah!"
Yeah, that's what
and then he was forced out of his form too.
He did.
If that didn't happen and he just left, just says, I don't want to fight you guys today. Aura. But it's because he got de-transformed. He was screaming like that. That did him so dirty, man. I love Greenbull. Bro. Like, when Greenbull dropped that line about how the people of Wano have no rights, I fell in love with this character, man.
Why was that all it took?
That's all it took, man. I'm an easy guy.
He was like, you know what? This guy gets it.
It's one of those things. You can't root for bad guys in real life, but bad guys in fiction? Oh, dude, hell yeah, man. Lean into it. Let's have fun.
Yeah. Hey, I get it, but yeah, dude, it's that Tom and Jerry ass scream that he did, and he threw his hands in the air. I was like, I can't. I'm sorry.
I mean, honestly, what he should have done, he should have flicked his own Conqueror's Haki. Not like he has it.
But, I was about to say, like, now that he didn't do that, that means it's like to everybody else, it's going to be like he doesn't have it.
Hey,
and that's the only way for us to interpret that.
Just wait until we get the Greenbull flashback and everybody's going to fall in love with him. Because we did hear, that tattoo, it has meaning. They did say he was in a lover's spat, things went sour. The girl died. It's like, well, maybe there's something there, man. Give it like 4 or 5 years. We're all going to be Team Greenbull.
4 or 5 years is crazy. That's going to be... And the height, at either the end of the series or right when it's drawing up, that's when people are finally going to be like, I was wrong about Greenbull. Yeah. I think he, what?
Maybe those Wanonese people really don't deserve anything.
Yeah, maybe he had a lot of good ideas about Wano. You know what?
He was cooking, man. He was cooking. So, next thing's next. I gotta drop it. But, do you think that in the future of Elbaph, Usopp will get a prominent moment against Imu, or no? Do you think he's like done? Because I feel like a lot of people are sick of Usopp, and I get it. Usopp's my least favorite Straw Hat out of the bunch. But the thing is, Elbaph has kind of been his arc. It's always been associated with Usopp for the longest time. I'm sure Oda knows that. I mean, hell, even the live action actor for Usopp said, this is his One Piece. Do you think he's going to have a moment against Imu? Will it be good, significant? Or do you think it's just going to be a brave moment, not a whole physical confrontation thing? Like where do you fall in the Usopp train right now?
I think 100% like something is coming. I don't know if I don't even know if it's going to be against Imu. I just think there's going to be something that Usopp does that puts him back into the focus, because for so much with Elbaf before we got here and even while we've been here, things have been happening and he's just kind of been there. And Oda's like, even though it was subtle, he kind of did it in a way that it's you never really forgot about him. People were asking him to do stuff because he wasn't doing stuff, but Oda still presented him there to make sure that when he does do something, it just hits harder. And I do think there's going to be a moment. I don't know if it's going to be against Imu or if it's just going to be a really brave moment, because it'd be kind of crazy if he had a moment against Imu. That would just be funny. That would mean that Usopp is fighting God right now. Usopp has failed upwards so significantly that he deals a significant blow to Imu, the king of the entire world. That would be insane.
Yeah, I mean, this is God Usopp we're talking about. I mean, if there's somebody
That's
to fight,
true.
it's definitely going to be the devil.
That's what I'm saying. So I think something like that might happen just for the joke, because after that, it's going to be whatever. I mean, I don't if you're Usopp and you even land a blow on Imu, I don't think you're ever shutting up about it. I don't think anybody should ever shut up about it. Even if all he does is get off one good attack, that would be insane. Usopp's just a regular guy out there with these people, so that would be crazy.
Yeah, I'm glad to see you haven't lost your Usopp hope.
No, never, never. He will rise again. He will
He
rise
will
again.
rise again. I mean, perfect. We're recording this during Easter too, so it's just
Yeah,
thematically,
yeah.
it's all right there, you know.
He's right there,
There
man.
we go,
I'm
man. There we
telling you.
go. Now that we have one of the 20 kings here in full glory, we see the powers. Do you think that the other 20 kings and queens were also this powerful as well, or do you think it's just the Emu exclusive thing?
Yeah, I feel like he's got to be the strongest. Otherwise, he just like snaked his way to the top, which is also possible for sure. But like, if there's other people like even as strong as him, because think about how crazy that would be. Like, there's other people. There was at some point like people that were like just as strong as him. Like, where are they right now? Like, what's going on? Like, I feel like he's got to be a special case here.
Yeah, he's got to be a special case. I mean, he survived, right? He survived all these years. The others, they all died off. They have families now. So I think he might have been a one of, but I wouldn't be surprised if like the other 20 kings and queens were somewhat comparable. Maybe not as strong, but like it's like, you know, Luffy and the crew. You know, this is their Luffy, and then now we have like a Zoro, Sanji, Nami, Usopp, all them.
That's what I was gonna like. They're gonna like think of like the difference between like Luffy and Robin. Like Robin has a crazy like type of ability, but like not necessarily as strong as Luffy's, but like still crazy if you have to fight it. Like once you meet it, like I think we're gonna be in for like a treat with like whenever we figure out more about them for sure.
Oh yeah, 100%, 100%. So next thing's next. Possibly the last topic of this video, actually. But what were your favorite moments of Elbaph? You know, because you know, we've come so far. Like we've actually been here for 2 years now, and we've seen so much, all the way from Roto's Playhouse to the Loki reveal, God Valley, Rocksteady Zebek, Herald flashback. We had the whole segment with Scopper Gabon. You know, we got the Shamrock reveal, Gunko reveal. Like, we had so much here. Like, what is your favorite segment? Or do you have like a favorite moment that you go back to?
Moment, I don't know. Like everything keeps unfolding and everything's really cool. I just know that the God Valley flashback was insane. I did not think we were going to get that much God Valley, and that was probably that might be my favorite part, to be honest. Like going back and then like watching like that entire segment play out. But next to that, if it's not that, then it's when we started learning about Loki. I really like Loki's character. He's so cool. And then his backstory was like sad and like just the right way. Like, it really makes you feel like, you know, we're going to get to know this character and really rock with him. And he looks so cool. Like, I just like ever since he showed up, it's been really awesome. I love Loki.
Yeah, Loki's amazing. I mean, especially when you learn about like how he like transformed as a kid almost. We're like, I hate Ida. And then all of a sudden it's like, well, that's my real mom. Come on. You can't kill her.
Bro, he's getting like
amazing.
Straw Hat level sadness moments, bro, where he was like even when he was born, bro, his mom threw him off a cliff. That's sad, bro.
And he remembers it too. I don't know how the hell he remembers
it. That is crazy. Like, he remembers that. Then when the baby was crawling up and it was crying, that got me. I was like,
so
oh my God,
funny.
that's sad.
My thumbnail guy at the time, I was like, hey, can you color in this panel? And he was like, yeah, sure. And because he's like frosted and bloodied, it looked abominable. I was like, yo, what the? I was like, I bet in the end it's gonna look crazy too. But
oh my God.
yeah, it is just insane. Just Loki's whole character growth. He, like you said, he feels like a Straw Hat, but do you think he's gonna become a Straw Hat? Who is that final spot going to? Is it going to Vivi, Loki? Is Yamato gonna come back in? Do you still believe in Carrot? You know, it could be your favorite character, Bonnie, or, you know, somebody like that, or maybe even Gaimon comes back in. How do you feel?
I think they could all, to be honest, by the end of it, like they're all going to be, it's going to be in such a way, like it won't matter who's an official Straw Hat or not. Like, I just think wherever we go from here, Loki's got to come with us, or if something happens to Loki, we've got to go like get him out of it. Like, we're going to be with Loki for a while. Like, anytime we're introduced to a character, like with a backstory like this, like they're gonna be like super relevant. Like, we got Kuma's backstory. Kuma's still on the ship or chilling on Elbaf somewhere. I don't know what's going on, but he's still there, like just waiting for one last. Really, yeah, his which I feel like that's a way that I thought Garling was gonna not Garling, or maybe Garling, but Shamrock, like while he was there, like I thought Oda was gonna do something to like make sure we know how evil Shamrock is, but like. somebody's got to like finish Kuma off. Like they don't have to, but if somebody does, like that's one more like emotional moment that we could pack in there. So it's like, that's crazy.
Yeah, speaking of Kuma, do you think we'll ever see Bonnie's real dad? Which people don't like when I call him that, but like, like the guy that, kidnapped Ginny in the first place. The final faction we're going against is the world government. Like, we got to see this guy. And, even going past Bonnie, like, we could even see the person that took Boa Hancock in. And that could be like Boa's final fight, maybe Bonnie's final fight. Or hell, if Kuma comes back, it could be like a Kuma revenge story because, Kuma, he never found out the guy who did this to Ginny. Like, if Kuma comes back, full capacity, he joins the Revs again, and he helps the Straw Hats and Dragon attack the Holy Land, there could be a chance we run into this dude and Kuma, inserts his dominance.
That would be, I would enjoy, I love a good revenge story, but I just feel like that turns it into like a completely different story. If
like
stuff
too dark.
Like that. Like, yeah, I think even like them confirming like who her dad is, it's like that is far more than implying what happens. And it's like, the closest we get is like stuff like Dofi and Viola's like relationship, where it's like if you really pay attention, you can figure out like what happened between them. But like outright confirming who Bonnie's dad is like it takes it to a level of like that's gonna be uncomfy. That's gonna be uncomfy.
I mean, the thing is that we also had that one SBS where Oda drew like gender bent characters,
and she looks
and
like
Bonnie
Shanks.
looked like Shanks.
Terrifying.
She could be a Figarland, man.
I think about that constantly. If that is true, that would be, oh man, Shakespearean. That would be insane, but I just don't know, because then it's just like the story is just darker. Like inarguably, it is a darker story. Like, and I don't know what we do with that. I don't know if Oda's going to commit to like the revenge that I would need if we do name the person. That's another thing.
Yeah. If that does happen, I would love it if Kuma just knocks some, pain into that guy. Because, I mean, Kuma's been suffering the entire time looking for Ginny until obviously he got like the Bonnie stuff going on. Then he found solace there. But I feel like, Ginny, I feel like she needs to be avenged in a way, which I guess you could say just beating the Celestial Dragons does that for her. But the thing is, we know this guy exists somewhere. Like, he is still alive.
I know, I see what you're saying. I just don't, because I definitely, I would want that too. I just don't know if Kuma like has hate in his heart. That's another thing. Like, Kuma doesn't strike me as somebody that would even, like, he strikes me as someone that would even not react to that to make sure that Bonnie doesn't react to it or find out about it or anything. Like, he strikes me as much more of like, because he's just got a good heart. I don't think that like that level, it's if he comes back completely, maybe
they come back and they try to like fight Bonnie. Like, maybe he's like over here trying to get Bonnie, and he's like, nope, not again.
If that happens,
that
yes,
happen
absolutely,
too.
I can see for sure. And I would want that for sure. I really would.
Yeah, but like you said, it would lead this story to like a darker course. But I feel like with Imu, Oda is kind of like breaking the mold of what One Piece is with the Celestial Dragons in a way. Like, Imu's design doesn't look like it's out of One Piece. It just truly doesn't.
No, it doesn't. It does not.
And that's why I love
it.
That's
why I like
it's so unique.
It's 100. That's why I like it too. Like, there's nothing else like it. And we still don't even for real know what his drip is. We still don't for real know. Like, we need to get the panel of him standing up straight. We need to see everything he's got going on, because I can't even tell. I mean, he's definitely got like some sort of weapon right there, but
it should have been a double spread.
It should have been a double spread. Actually, you know what? That is crazy. He didn't get a double spread. That's lunacy.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, man, if only. It was like, well, I mean, why did Oda do this actually? Like, I took a step back. It's like, wait, right? Why didn't Oda give us a double spread so we see the full design? Like, he could have.
Yeah.
He did that for like Kaido, for example.
He truly could have. That's what I'm saying.
And the Gorosei.
Yeah, he did that with I was about to say, like, when's the last time that he did this? And like, did he do one for Shamrock?
No, Shamrock had like a big one, but it wasn't a double page, like where it was just Shamrock. Because there was dialogue on the left side, if I recall correctly. Last one I think was mainly just like the Harley text, and also the one where they all attacked Imu at God Valley. That was like the last official double page, like full double page. I feel like Imu deserved one.
I was about to say, I feel like this is the reveal. You know what? Maybe he's saving the double pager for Dragon. Whenever we see,
Oh my God.
like, you know, like whenever he does
Yeah.
something, it'll be a double pager.
Yeah,
Like,
double page. Hey guys, he has the win Logia. You were all right. Yeah, you
that's
guessed it.
he's gonna
That'd be
use two
so
full
like it's
pages.
got to be something more. I think it's because everybody knows it's a win Logia. It's like no, it's got to be like the Rain God. Come on, it's got to be a mythical
Clearly.
villain.
Yeah, I mean, same shit with Chopper. I don't know what's going on with him. Like,
Yeah.
and we didn't even like they didn't even like follow up, and they were just like, "Oh yeah, that happened. Don't worry about that for right now, though. You're not gonna. We'll come back to it. Just keep that in mind. Something's going on with Chopper."
How long do you think it'll be until we get the Chopper stuff?
Dog, how long will it be till we get the Brook stuff? I truly don't. I have no idea. I don't know.
I mean, same with like the Domi Reversi thing. Remember that they're gonna explain it like, oh yes, of course Domi Reversi doesn't work. It's because, and then they just cut it off. Like, all right, come on,
Yeah.
one
yeah,
more
no.
sentence. Like, is the reveal really gonna be that crazy? Or we look back at it, it's like, oh yeah, of course Oda held it off for like 10 chapters. It's like, I don't think so. I don't know, man.
I don't know what if it's going to be worth it. I think no matter what it is for Chopper, I don't know if like it can't be anything too crazy. And maybe I'm going to eat my words and it's going to be insane, but it really just feels like he's not telling us the Chopper thing because it's like we just don't have time for this right now. Like you're just going to have to wait. Like I promise it's important, but not for real, not right now. Like just focus.
Yeah. Oda's a funny guy, man. I think that's what I love about One Piece though. It's like I kind of treat One Piece, I mean, first off, it's like one of my favorite series, but also it feels like I'm watching a sports game with like all the bros, you know, just like, oh yeah, like what's gonna happen next? Can you believe that Oda's doing this? Like, why do you do this?
Yeah,
Ref, stop him, man. Somebody stop him.
Yeah.
So, who's your favorite Gorosei right now? Since we got like
God.
more personality from all of them.
I guess the Abe Lincoln dude, I guess.
Abe Lincoln. Who the hell is that? Is that wait, who is the Abe Lincoln guy? Is it Mars or Jupiter?
Maybe Jupiter? Hang on, let me see.
It might be Jupiter. I feel like that's the only one that really looks kind of like him. Okay.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, the worm dude.
God, yeah. Okay, I forgot he was a worm, but
yeah, and then Toei went all out with how Falky was too. They really like emphasized it.
yeah, I just feel like there's something like I don't know. I feel like he's been maybe the least evil. So I'm curious if there's a reason or if it's because he's the most evil person actually. Like, so he just seems curious. I mean, truly, I hate all of them, but I guess if I had to pick one, maybe him.
Hey, he does have the magic circle number 1. Saturn was 5. Jupiter actually held number 1. Maybe it's because, like you said, he's the most evil one. That worm design ain't just for show, brother.
Yeah.
My God.
Man.
Jesus. But yeah, with that on that beautiful note, let us know what you guys think about Elbaf so far. We'd love to hear what's your favorite portions. How do you feel about the Imu design one final time? And yeah, that's pretty much it. Guys, make sure to check out Mugiwara no Goofy. He has a legendary Kingdom Hearts video coming up pretty soon. He also, if you guys do not know, he drops amazing One Piece content. Pretty much just going back through older arcs and just laughing at it, essentially. That's the best way to put it.
And that's the best way to enjoy this series. It's insane. It's literally
It's all
insane.
about the good laughs. But yeah, we'll catch you guys later. Peace out. Stay safe, y'all.
Bye.